Now you can
Black
respond.
women cannot be racist to white women. Are you kidding me?
Sorry?
That makes no sense.
Sorry?
Hey guys, my name is Modi and you are welcome back to Modi Speaks. So I came across this short clip from an episode of Piers Morgan Uncensored on YouTube, and I couldn't help making a video about it because I think we need to talk about this clip and we need to talk about it fast. Now, this clip was from a Piers Morgan Uncensored episode where Piers Morgan, a woman named Riley Gaines, and another biological man renamed Blossom, was having a conversation on whether so-called transgender women should be allowed to participate in women's sports. You guys know my stance on that particular issue, okay? I totally disagree with men cunningly cheating women out of their rightful positions by participating in female sports, knowing full well the biological advantage they have over women. This biological advantage is indisputable, okay? It is glaring. In fact, I think it is a taboo for men to ever be in women's sports. And believe me, it is a taboo. It is an abomination in many parts of the world, Africa being the #1 place. So that is my stance on that particular issue, and it is never going to change. But somewhere along the lines in that video, their discussion veered into racism, and one of them said something that was so detrimental that I couldn't let it slide. And we're going to get into that in a few seconds. But before we do that though, do not forget to subscribe to the channel if you've not already. Like and share this video to keep people informed, and consider joining my membership or buying me a coffee if you like, as a way of supporting the channel. All right.
Now you can
Black
respond.
women cannot be racist to white women. Are you kidding me?
Sorry?
That makes no sense.
Sorry?
Black women cannot be racist to white women. Do you not understand that?
Oh, yes, they can.
You don't have the intellectual
yes, they
capacity
can.
to understand that.
Oh, yes, they
But that's
can.
very much
And you've been
impossible.
racist to me.
That's very much
You've
impossible.
been racist to me, a white man, by saying I'm a race baiter. Yeah.
How am I racist to you? I'm black. I can't be racist to you.
You call me a race.
By the way, that is a man. That is a full-fledged, hot-blooded adult male you are staring at right there. Not that it is difficult to tell. I think you can easily tell that just by taking a glance at him. But still, I need to clarify that for those of you with a bad eyesight, that is a man. And no amount of ridiculous hand gestures and, flamboyant hand gestures or hysterical shrieking is gonna change that. No amount. I just want to get that out there. Now, let's do this again.
Now you can
Black
respond.
women cannot be racist to white women. Are you kidding me?
Sorry?
That makes no sense.
Sorry?
Black women cannot be racist to white women. Do you not understand that?
Oh, yes, they can.
You don't have the intellectual
Oh, yes, they
capacity
can.
to understand that.
Oh, yes, they
But that's
can.
very much
And you've been
impossible.
racist to me.
That's very much
You've
impossible.
been racist to me, a white man, by saying I'm a race baiter. Yeah.
How am I racist to you? I'm black. I can't be racist
You
to
call
you.
me a race
Are you
baiter
kidding
with
me?
no
You're
evidence.
Racist to me.
When have I
You
been
can
a
be
race
racist-
baiter?
You can be racist to me.
When have I been a race baiter?
But I'm a powerhouse.
Tell me when I've been a race
I'm a
baiter.
powerhouse.
Well, you may be a
Here,
powerhouse.
understand something.
You may be
I'm a powerhouse.
You may be a powerhouse.
Okay.
When have I been a race baiter?
I want you to admit that.
When have
okay?
I been a race baiter?
Okay.
When have I been a race baiter?
Okay.
This is absurd.
No, hang on. Tell me,
Honey.
Blossom. Give me one example of me race baiting. Blossom, go.
I'm here at this point. I'm just here to talk about trans women in sports. I said
Okay.
what I said.
So you don't have
and I don't
anything,
to
do you?
Repeat anything.
You call me.
Between this man masquerading as a woman and making all these shrieking meaningless noises, and Piers Morgan trying to make this all about him, I don't know who is more annoying, guys. I just don't. Piers Morgan, I expected you to focus on the statement that black people cannot be racist to white people instead of the me tangent you just went off on. But it is okay. I'm here and we're gonna fix this right now. So we've agreed that this man is not a woman. He is a man. We've got that out of the way. Now, let us get down to business. First of all, okay, there needs to be a definition of terms, because talking about racism and who can be racist without first defining the terms is just gonna be like, beating around the bush. It is pointless and it is useless. Now, by the standard classical definition, in other words, by the real definition of racism, racism is prejudice, discrimination, or hostility directed at somebody simply because of their race. It doesn't matter what skin color you have. if you hold hatred towards somebody solely because of their race, you are engaging in racism. That definition applies equally to everybody. Black, white, Hispanic, Asian, anyone else, okay? We don't care. Now, this is the real definition. It has been used since the derivation of the word racism. Now, therefore, a racist is anybody who is prejudiced, discriminatory, or hostile to somebody simply because of that person's race. But in recent years, so-called activists and academics have pushed a different definition of racism, one based on power plus prejudice. According to that framework, only the group seen as having systemic power, usually white people, can be racist, and then the others, they say, can only be prejudiced. But that is a flawed and selective way of viewing human behavior. It shifts racism from being about personal character and moral accountability to being about group identity and political hierarchies. But that is not only problematic, but equally dangerous, because it excuses bigotry if it comes from the right side of the racial equation. And that is why we see individuals like this man right here spewing this nonsense on television.
All white people are racist. So I put this up because I really want any white person in the room to know up front that this is what we're dealing with, that it's not going to be this coddling of white tears and what that looks like. We're not going to discuss, oh, maybe some of us have worked it out. No, you're always going to be racist, actually. So even when you're on your path to trying to figure out how to be a better human being, because I believe that white people are born into not being human, like that actually, instead of people of color and black folks being dehumanized, that actually everyone is dehumanized off rip within white supremacy, that y'all are born into a life to not be human, and that's what y'all are taught to do, to be demons. So in this particular way, white people are all racist.
Yes, a black woman can openly say that all white people are evil and that they are demons and that they would never ever be redeemed from their demonic state. And because she is black, nobody bats an eye. That is never considered racism. No, it is just prejudice. She's black, can't you see? What a load of rubbish. Racism is racism, and anybody who practices racism is a racist. It doesn't matter your skin color or your race. If you harbor hatred for somebody else, not because of their behavior or something that they said, but solely because of their skin color, then you are a racist. It is as simple as that. The idea that only a particular group of people can be racist, usually meaning white people, is a modern political invention, not a fact of reality, okay? The today's version of the definition of racism, the version that includes power plus prejudice, is heavily biased and factually incorrect. It is not a true definition of racism, and one of its problems is that it creates two classes of behavior, okay? One class, racism, which they claim is practiced only by those with power, and another class, prejudice or bias, which they claim is practiced only by every other person except white people. This is a dangerous double standard because it creates unequal moral accountability. This ideology denies individual agency and responsibility. If somebody says, because I am black, I cannot, hold racist views towards white people, they are effectively saying that my race shields me from moral responsibility in this arena. That is problematic because it means that only some people are held accountable for that racism, and that is wrong. That is wrong. If a black person says all white people are evil, they are demons, they are racist, that is clearly race-based hostility. Whether one believes structural power is involved or not, the intent and targeting are racial. Under the classic definition of racism, which is also the true definition of racism, that is racism. To say, no, it is impossible because I am black, is to again carve out a protected zone for certain rhetoric. If the principle is racism is wrong when you do it, but somehow it is not racism if I do it because of my race, then you have created a moral exception. Exceptions always become contentious, abused, and ultimately undermine the rule. We just have to be consistent here, guys. We just have to be consistent, okay? If racism is evil because it judges people by the skin color, then it doesn't matter who the speaker is or who the racist is. The logic of the evil remains the same, okay? Which means if you're white and you're doing it to a black person, you are racist. If you're black and you're doing it to a white person, you are racist. So to the black man in that video claiming that he cannot be racist to white people because of his black, of course, you can be racist to white people. Being black shouldn't grant you immunity when you practice racism. And that should be the real truth. And to all of us, if we believe in equality, we must stand against racial hatred, whatever the direction it is coming from. Because of course, anybody, no matter their skin color, can be racist to the next person. But as always, guys, these are my thoughts, these are my opinions. Please feel free to share yours in the comment section below, but do so respectfully. Also, if you're not yet subscribed to this channel, honestly, I don't know what you're waiting for. Subscribe to the channel. Like and share this video to keep people informed, and consider joining my membership or supporting the channel in any way that you can. Thank you for watching this video, and I hope to catch you on the next one. For now, peace.